Alright, people, so I'm here with your Raw review. Show was not that good as expected. Let me just go over first the Slammies. What happened with the Slammies? I'm going to upload a video talking about my custom Slammy predictions. I made it on Sunday, I believe. But I just haven't had the chance to upload it yet. I just forgot to make it public, actually. I already have it uploaded, but I forgot to make it public. So I'll do that today or tomorrow, I don't know. But yeah, I made my own custom Slammy awards and gave them out to the people I thought deserved awards. So let me go through these. Neville won Breakout Star, and this is a thing though. Neville wins Breakout Star of the Year. He hasn't even done anything significant this year. Hasn't won a title. You know, he's been a fucking jobber. Hasn't even probably been on half the Raws only, maybe 75%. You know, and then it's funny because he wins Breakout Star of the Year, but then I believe he wrestled a match and he fucking lost. He fucking loses. So I mean, that's so funny. That just shows you though how little WWE does to build up new talent. R-Truth wins Funniest Moment of the Year. I mean, it wasn't, but then this shows you how not funny WWE is. I mean, it was a decent little moment there. R-Truth comes out, you know, and he acts like he's in Money in the Bank, but he's not. It was a little bit funny. It wasn't like I was like rolling on the floor laughing or anything like that. I mean, it just shows you how lame WWE is now in the PG era with all this stupid PG humor. And then Kalisto wins the OMG moment. Good moment, obviously. It was actually a great moment going through that fucking ladder. That was probably legitimate there. You know, it was very, very fucking cool seeing Kalisto, you know, fall so far through a fucking ladder. Superstar of the Year is Rollins. I agree, and I explained that in my Slammy video, my custom Slammy video that I made. I mean, he was fucking one of the only talented guys in the roster this year, and he really carried the company. I mean, he took the company, instead of being the shit it is now, it was like slightly less shitty with him as the champion. This is a stupid award. Hero in All of Us award. Cena wins it. I think it's stupid because they're just doing stuff that WWE makes them do, for the most part. You know, it's like, oh, the bully campaign. They make them do that. The WWE makes their fucking guys do that. It's not like that this is I don't believe it's voluntary. And of course, Cena wins it. I mean, of course. It's so fucking dumb. You know, Cena wins the fucking award. Ugh. And then we get Lesnar and Taker winning Match of the Year. Spoiler for my custom Slammy video. I actually made that my Match of the Year as well. Probably the runner-up, though, I would say, was the Royal Rumble match with Lesnar, Rollins, and Cena. That was also a great match. And then Rock and Ronda Rousey win the This Is Awesome moment of the year. I thought that was a pretty good moment. I actually put Rock as my Return of the Year. I don't know why they didn't have that as the Return of the Year in the category of returns. I thought that was the Return of the Year. But I mean, I guess, you know, it was a cool moment, so whatever. So let's get to the main show now. We have, to start off the show, another Roman Reigns and Stephanie McMahon promo, the same thing we had last week, right? I believe that they started off the show last week. It was either last week or the week before that. No, it was last week, yeah. So the same shit, literally the same fucking thing to start the show. And it wasn't that good. You know, Stephanie McMahon is like, she tells Roman to leave. And then he starts leaving, and then she's like, come back. What? Like, what the fuck? That doesn't make any fucking sense. Tells him to leave, and then it's like, oh, Roman, you turn your back on me. It's like, oh my God, he turned his back on Stephanie. How insulting. It's like, Jesus. I mean, this isn't good. So then, you know, we get all these, and then she's like, oh, for punishment for what you did. I don't get what he really did there. He laughed like he was asked to. So then he's like, oh, as punishment, I'm going to put the Usos. And I'm thinking, oh, you know, the Usos are going to be like in this fucking, you know, they're going to put them against like 10 different people. But it's a 3-on-2 match, which actually they end up winning. So they put him in a 3-on-2 match, and they're like, all right, you know, then she's like, oh, Dean Ambrose. And I'm like, well, put him in like a 4-on-1 match, right? That would make sense. We're going to put him in a 1-on-1 match as punishment. Like, really? This didn't make any sense. And it was dumb. It wasn't no good promo. You know, really, no good exchanges or anything. It was shitty. It was unnecessary, and it didn't accomplish anything. Then we have Kane, and, you know, Kane just fucking decides to come back. I guess, you know, he was gone for like a month or two, and now he just decides to come back. Like, okay. So then we get Kane versus Ray Wyatt, and it ends in a DQ. And then that forms into a 4-on-4 match with the Wyatts defeating Team Extreme and Kane, and I thought it was a boring match. I mean, a lot of these tag teams, like, oh, an 8-man tag match. Oh, it's so good because it's an 8-man tag. You know, a lot of these tag matches are just boring, and they're not good at all, because a lot of it just consists of, you know, one wrestler trying to get to his corner to tag in a member of his team. So I'm going to give it 0.75 out of 5 stars. Thought that was not a good match. Then we have Owens defeating Ziggler, and I'm getting very tired of seeing the same, you know, oh, Owens versus Ziggler. You know, Owens, Ziggler, and Ambrose. It's like for the past 2 months, it seems like they're just keep wrestling each other, and it's like, can we get something new? I mean, the matches aren't even that good. It's like, I don't know. I know they're both, you know, Owens is a good wrestler, Ziggler's good, Ambrose is all right. But, I mean, they're not putting on great matches or anything like that. So I don't get why they keep doing the same shit. So, yeah, I thought this was a pretty boring match. Just typical moves. I mean, there's not anything that's special in here. I don't get why people are going, you know, crazy about these matches. They're just typical fucking wrestling moves in them. So, yeah, 1 out of 5 stars here. Just not that good a match. Then we have Del Rio defeating Swagger. I mean, really, can we get over the fucking Del Rio Swagger feud already? It's pointless, because we know Del Rio's going to go over. I mean, what the fuck's the point of having Del Rio and Swagger feud? Swagger's a fucking jobber. You know, it's totally fucking pointless. So, yeah, boring jobber match here. I'm going to give it 0.5 out of 5 stars. Then Rusev defeats Neville in just a boring fucking match. Again, you know, a match that nobody cares about because it's not going to result in anything. You know, these are 2 mid-carders at best here, and they're not going to be world champion anytime soon. And again, you know, Neville just won Breakout Star of the Year, and then he loses. Just so dumb. So idiotic. It's like, yeah, he won, you know, this is like one of the top guys at WWE. You know, he wins Breakout Star of the Year. So this should be one of the top guys WWE should want to push, right? But no, he loses. So yeah, that was just a boring fucking match. 0 out of 5 stars. Then we have Becky Lynch defeating Brie Bella in just another boring fucking match. I mean, the Diva division is just so shitty. It's hard to even pay attention to their fucking wrestling anymore. I mean, there's basically no fucking storyline, really. I mean, there's one fucking storyline going on in the Divas division, and that's like the Ric Flair shit, which we didn't see. It didn't progress anywhere this week, really. I mean, we just had a fucking match. Becky Lynch won, and that was it. I mean, do we even have a fucking feud set up for TLC yet, for the title? Or at the Rumble yet? Are they looking to progress? You know, are they building up any more stars to, you know, to challenge Charlotte for her title, or for future stars to challenge for the title? No, they're not. So, yeah, that was just boring. You know, nobody likes the Bellas. Nobody likes fucking anybody in the Divas division. It just sucks. And then we get the main event. We get Sheamus, or Ambrose defeating Sheamus in a steel cage match. Not a big fan of steel cage matches because, I mean, the space you could wrestle in, it's smaller. It seems so confined. You know, I'm just thinking of a way that they could, like, you know, make it fucking bigger. And I hate the concept, too, of the door, because it's just so easy to walk out the door. I mean, I think it wouldn't be a bad idea to have it where you could actually exit the door, but that doesn't win you the match. you have to climb over or pin to win the match. I think that would be because then it would really widen the area that the wrestlers can wrestle in, because the door is so stupid, because you could just fucking hit a wrestler with a fucking punch and he's down, and then you could just open the door and walk out if you want. It's so dumb, the whole idea of the door. But yeah, I mean the match, and then the only moves really that use the steel cage are like if you like throw a guy into the fucking cage. And we've seen that a million times in steel cage matches. It's, you know, Ambrose was kind of selling it pretty good actually in this match, and he did have a good moment there where he jumped off the cage. So it wasn't total shit, but I mean, other than that, there wasn't really too many good moves. And then you got fucking the League of Nations out there trying to fucking, you know, help out with Sheamus. And then, of course, Roman Reigns comes down and just beats up 3 people, of course. You know, the only guy who gets anything given to him in this company, the only guy who gets pushed ever is fucking Roman Reigns. And, of course, he's coming down and he just beats up 3 people like it's nothing. You know, you got people running away from him. You got Barrett, and you got, who's the other guy? There's another guy running away from him. He speared some guy. I think it was like Del Rio. They had him 2-on-1. But then they were just running away from Roman Reigns. It's 2-on-1 and they're fucking running away. And then you got fucking at the end, you know, Ambrose drops down and wins. And it's like, you know, there you go. You know, the guy who was just your world champion, you know, the guy who just lost the WWE title is now losing, which makes the title look even worse now. So, I mean, it was just not a good main event. I'll give it 1 star out of 5. And the show overall was just shit. I mean, nothing good. The Slammies, I mean, they just seem so, like, what's the point? You know, it's like, what's the fucking point of winning a Slammy? They make it, you won a Slammy. You know, it's like, what? Who cares? It's just a fucking plastic trophy or whatever. It's like, you don't get anything for it. You know, I don't get the point of the Slammies, really. I don't really get it. Just kind of just seems like a waste. And then now they got, like, more Slammies where it's like they got a ton of them now. Where some of them they don't even put on, like, Raw. It's just, they just announce it, like, I guess on, like, the network or you know, on the website they just post, like, the results. They don't even have, like, a guy come out and say, oh, the winner is blah, blah, blah. Like, I saw they had, like, John Cena Challenge of the Year, you know, U.S. Challenge of the Year. It's just, I don't know. I think they're overrated, really. And I didn't get any enjoyment out of this show. It was a shit show. And there you go. I mean, it's another 3 hours of just fucking garbage. So there you go, people. There's your Raw review. Show sucked. I'll give it 1 out of 10 stars overall. And the shit train of WWE just keeps on rolling downhill. So, there you go, people. There's your Raw review.